What's up, YouTube? Ryan back today with the Week 2 minor league recap. Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Yes, before you ask in the comments, I am sick. I sound horrible, so just gotta bear with me this week. It was either record this while being sick or not have one this week. So this is what you're getting. But super excited to talk about top prospects this week in this recap. Dates are from April 10th to April 16th, Sunday through Saturday. Baseball References is actually updating their website a little bit later. They didn't update until about 9:30 Pacific this morning. So that's why you guys are getting this video a little bit later in the day, because it took about 2 hours to put it together after those Saturday stats went in this morning. So, and the last thing before we jump into the recap this week, you guys, I made my own website and I'm super excited about it because, you know, I didn't get paid previously for my minor league recap column every week. So I made my own website. I said, why not? Let's do it. So that link will be in the description below. Please subscribe to it, follow it, like up my posts. Eventually, if everything goes well, I will buy the website name. But for now, I made it with Wix and super excited. There's going to be my minor league recap every week on there in column form. Probably going to be a couple different players on there that maybe aren't in the YouTube videos from time to time. Also, going to have my most recent prospect YouTube video on there. And then I also have a store, so I might be selling some cards on there. I have one card up there right now just as like a test dummy, but yeah, check out my website. Super excited. Let's jump into single A. All right, our first player in single A this week, Austin Hendricks. He was the 12th overall pick in the 2020 MLB draft. Struggled a little bit last year. Started off a little bit hotter this week. And I'll say right now, as of 11:51 a.m. on the 17th, he hit 2 home runs today. So expect him maybe again next week if he can continue the hot streak. That will not be in this week's recap, but figure I'd throw it in there. This week, over 4 games, Austin Hendrick hit 308 with a 526 on base percentage, 1142 OPS. He walked 6 times. He did hit a home run, hit a double. Only had 4 hits in those 4 games, but that's because he walked 6 times. Love that. 6 walks in 4 games, plus a little bit of power. Sign me up. Our second player is going to be Jackson Merrill. This was the 27th overall pick for the San Diego Padres in the 2021 draft. A lot of people are high on Jackson Merrill, and he's kind of showing why. No home runs this week, but over 6 games, 346 batting average, 433 on base percentage, 780 OPS. So a lot of singles, but 9 hits in 6 games. Stole 3 bases on top of that, walked 4 times. Really solid week for Jackson Merrill. It is confirmed Jordan Lawler is very good at baseball, everyone. No doubt opposite field home run here, and this is why I love Jordan Lawler so much going to the draft. That natural swing that goes opposite field with a lot of pop. So Jordan Lawler this week, if anyone didn't know, he was the 6th overall draft pick to the Diamondbacks in the 2021 draft. Arguably, I thought he was the best talent in the draft. Can't believe he fell to the Diamondbacks, but he's been tearing it up this year, and this week did a little bit more of the same. Over 5 games this week, 450 batting average, 539 on base percentage, 1189 OPS. Did hit that home run. He walked 3 times on top of that. He stole 5 bases as well. 9 hits in 5 games. Really solid week for Jordan Lawler. I really wanted to make him the MVP for the week, but another guy just did a little bit better. And the single A MVP in my books this week is Khalil Watson. I featured him in my minor league recap this week, and yeah, crushed that baseball. Khalil Watson this week over 5 games hit 353, 421 on base percentage, 1362 OPS. He had 3 home runs, so he has 4 total home runs now at that 5'9" stature. Shutting anyone up that said maybe he wouldn't have power, including myself. That was my biggest thing for him, is maybe he won't be able to produce power at 5'9". He is proving me wrong quickly. Stole a base on top of that, had a double, 6 hits in 5 games, walked twice on top of that. Absolute star this week. Him and Jordan Lawler both balled out. I'm giving it to Khalil Watson, though, because of the 3 home runs. Jumping into high A now, Nick York is going to be my first guy to talk about this week. One of the biggest surprises last year. Absolute star last year. Showed that talent. First rounder in 2020 for the Red Sox. Over 4 games this week, 350 batting average, 381 on base percentage, 781 OPS. Didn't have any home runs. Only had 1 double, which is only extra base hit, but he has 7 hits in 4 games, which one of them was a 5-hit game. I'll throw that in there. And walked once. So solid week for Nick York. So this one's actually a fun one for me. I wanted to include it in here. Trevor Hauver, you know, ASU boy, someone I like a lot as a player, especially for his ability to get on base, and he did that this week. Over 4 games, he only hit 222. He is absolutely struggling in the batting average department this year, but he has like a 450 on base percentage. This week, he had a 529 on base percentage, 1,085 OPS. It's because he walked 6 times. He also hit a home run. He had 2 hits in those 4 games, but hey, dude is getting on base. Once he starts hitting as well, watch out. Next up, Endy Rodriguez. This is a player a lot of people are hyped up about in the Pirates organization. This week over 6 games, 333 batting average, 385 on base percentage, 926 OPS. Did have a home run, had 2 doubles, walked twice, 8 hits in 6 games. Solid week for Endy Rodriguez. So I love saying Juan Soto is just good at baseball. This is like my favorite sentence. Henry Davis is also very good at baseball, everyone. Henry Davis, the #1 overall draft pick in the 2021 draft this past year. He's starting off hot. He's doing his thing. Over 5 games this week, hit 286 with a 375 on base percentage, 946 OPS. He walked 3 times. He had a home run. He had a triple. He had a double. He had 6 hits in 5 games. Stole a base, too. This is a catcher we're talking about. A catcher that had literally did one of everything this week. Single, double, triple, home run, stole a base. Like, good athlete with Henry Davis and good plate discipline. Walked 3 times. Trey Sweeney annihilated this baseball. This ball was absolutely crushed. I'm speechless. Trey Sweeney, 20th overall pick for the Yankees this year. He's their first-round pick for them. Over 5 games this week, 286 batting average, but he had a 400 on base percentage, 971 OPS. He had that home run. He also had a triple. He also had a double. He had 6 hits. He stole a base. He got beamed once. He walked 3 times. Did a little bit of everything just like Henry Davis. Good week for Trey Sweeney. Since last year, I think it's been pretty much known that Joshua Mears has just about the most power in the minor leagues. Tristan Cassis might have him beat, but Joshua Mears smashes baseballs. Joshua Mears this week over 7 games hit 250, but he had a 379 on base percentage, 1004 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He walked 4 times, which I love. Stole a base, got beamed once. He had 3 doubles, 6 hits in 7 games. So 5 of his 6 hits this week were extra base hits. Dude absolutely mashes baseballs. He's only 21, still young. Everson Pereira is picking up right where he started last year. He hit 14 home runs last year in 49 games. Dude's OPS is always over 1,000, I'm convinced. Everson Pereira this week over 5 games had a 400 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1,100 OPS. He had a home run. He had a double. He had 8 hits in 5 games. He walked 4 times on top of that. This dude is really good at baseball. He just turned 21 7 days ago. The Yankees have a special player in Everson Pereira. And our high A player of the week, familiar name, Robert Hassell, was very difficult to get out this week. Robert Hassell over 7 games this week had a 429 batting average, a 448 on base percentage, a 1091 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He's not known as a home run guy, so love that. He walked once. He stole 5 bases. He had 12 hits in 7 games. Dude popped off this week. Absolutely love it. Robert Hassell earns MVP. Jumping into Double-A, Jordan Walker is a special talent, and he shows it here with this line drive. That was like 12 feet in the air the entire time. The dude has silly power. Jordan Walker this week over 6 games, 375 batting average, 464 on base percentage, 964 OPS. He had a home run. He walked 3 times. He got beaned once. He stole 2 bases at 6'5", 220. He had 9 hits in 6 games. Dude is a stud. Yeah, he's their first guy we're talking about in Double-A. There's some good performances. The next player we're talking about, Aurelvis Martinez. This dude has crazy power. Another line drive that just goes off the hitter's eye. Like nothing. Aurelvis Martinez, someone that I've always been not super high on just because his on-base percentage. Kind of shows this week too, but over 5 games, he hit 300 with a 300 on-base percentage, so he didn't walk. He had 6 hits in those 5 games, 2 doubles, again, those 3 home runs. So that's what put him on this list. The dude has power. He can kind of live and die with that home run because he's so good at it. The Brewers have an exciting prospect in Joey Weimer. That swing is explosive, and he crushes baseballs. Joey Weimer this week over 6 games, 364 batting average, 417 on base percentage, 962 OPS. He had a home run. He had a double, 8 hits in 6 games. He walked twice on top of that. Dude looking like a stud. He crushed it last year too. Matt McLain crushes this opposite field home run. Matt McLain's salty to me because the D-backs drafted him back in 2018. He didn't sign. He's looking pretty good for the Reds. So Matt McLain, the Reds' 17th overall pick in 2021. D-backs drafted 25th overall, so meh. But over 5 games this week, 333 batting average, 391 on base percentage, 1248 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He had a triple. He had 3 doubles, 7 hits in 5 games, 6 of those 7 hits being extra base hits. He walked twice. He stole 2 bases. Good little prospect in Matt McLain. Could this be the year that Ronnie Mauricio finally does it all? He just couldn't get on base last year. He had 290 on base percentage, crushes this opposite field home run. I will never doubt the talent of Ronnie Mauricio, and I do like his swing. He just needs to get on base, and he did that this week. Anytime he gets on base at a high level, he has an incredible week. Saw that all last year. Over 4 games this week, 375 batting average, 444 on base percentage, 1194 OPS. He had a home run. He had 3 doubles, 6 hits in 4 games, walked once, got beaned once, stole a base. Silly talent with Ronnie Mauricio. He just has to get on base. That's the only barrier for him, and he did it this week. And my AA MVP, and I'm so happy to say this because he's a D-backs player, Corbin Carroll is looking like the real deal. This dude is going to be a top 10 prospect in the minor leagues very soon. Corbin Carroll this week, over 6 games, and he lowered his batting average, actually, with this week. 350 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1050 OPS. In a home run, he had a double, stole 3 bases, walked 6 times, which I think is huge because he's going to be a leadoff hitter. If he has a good zone and can walk in that leadoff spot, sign me up. Corbin Carroll, special player, super fast. I'm super hyped up that he's walking this year. So excited. And last but not least, for AAA, Peyton Burdick has a lot of power. He hits the ball very far. Peyton Burdick's one of those guys that looks like a bodybuilder in the gym, and it shows with his power. 6 foot, 205, big kid. Over 6 games this week, hit 280 with a 379 on base percentage, 939 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 3 walks. Got beaned once, 7 hits in 6 games. I love his plate discipline. I think that's the best thing about his game. He's going to walk a lot. He's going to hit a lot of home runs. So I think he fits into the major league somewhere. Miguel Vargas proves us time and time again why he's such a professional hitter. Absolutely crushes this ball to left center field. Dude can hit. I'm so sad he's a Dodger. Miguel Vargas this week over 6 games, 304 batting average, 414 on base percentage, 979 OPS. He had a home run. He had a triple. He had a double. 7 hits in 6 games. He walked 5 times on top of that. Stole a base. The dude can straight up play. Dodger's going to be good forever. We're talking about power earlier. Tristan Casas has it. When it comes to power, I don't think there's anyone in the minor leagues with more power than that dude. Hit it out of the stadium in right center. Like, what? Tristan Casas this week over 6 games, 316 batting average, 462 on base percentage, 1093 OPS, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. He walked 6 times. Love to see that. 6 hits in 6 games. Dude can play. Dude can hit. If this dude ever hits his peak, like the peak, like his ceiling, dude's hitting 60 home runs in the MLB. I'm just saying it now. Next up is Oscar Gonzalez. Absolutely broke out last year in 2021. That looked like a pot fly, and this clears the stands. This literally goes to the sidewalk behind it. Oscar Gonzalez this week, big kid, 6'4", 240. This week over 6 games, 346 batting average, 393 on base percentage, 1008 OPS. He had 2 home runs. He walked once, got beaned once. He had a double. He had 9 hits in 6 games. Dude can just hit. Another guy I think we'll see at the MLB level this year, Mark Vientos, New York Mets. He got all that one. He hit that one pretty dang good. Mark Vientos this week over 4 games, 385 batting average, 467 on base percentage, 1236 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 5 hits in 4 games, walked twice as well. Mark Vientos is one of those guys that he's only 22. He just feels like he's been around for a long time. He's only 22 years old, and this dude's good. He's going to be a good piece for the Mets. Another Guardians prospect a lot of people like, Gabriel Arias, absolutely poops on this baseball to center field right off the batter's eye. Love it. Love it. Arias this week over 5 games, 364 batting average, 417 on base percentage, 1053 OPS. He had a home run, 3 doubles, 8 hits in 5 games, walked twice on top of that. Again, another kid that just turned 22, and he can play. Dude is good at baseball. Luis Campusano, the dude can flat out hit. He's one of the best offensive catchers in the minor leagues, and that's just a fact. Campusano this week over 4 games, 471 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 1265 OPS. He had a home run, 2 doubles, 8 hits in 4 games. Dude can hit. The dude can straight out rake. So eventually he's going to be on the Padres. It's a matter of time. He's only 23. Next up, Mason Martin. He's more of a low-key guy. He's a 17th round pick in 2017. This guy actually made a video on like 2 years ago saying this guy's actually pretty good at baseball. Dude is good at baseball. And I think he's going to be on the Pirates this year, 100%. And he's going to hit a lot of home runs. It's just what he does. This week, over 5 games, 476 batting average, 476 on base percentage. So didn't walk. 1,043 slugging, 1619 OPS. He had 2 home runs, 2 triples, 4 doubles, 10 hits in 5 games. Stole a base. You don't have to walk when you're hitting 500. Ridiculous week for Mason Martin. And our MVP in AAA, Nolan Gorman, makes me so happy. Arizona boy. This was his 5th home run in 5 games. 5 home runs in 5 games. This week, Nolan Gorman over 5 games, 476 batting average, 522 on base percentage, 1191 slugging, 1712 OPS. He had those 5 home runs. He had 10 hits in 5 games on top of that. Walked twice. The dude just hit bombs this week. Like, straight up. He had 5 home runs and he had 5 singles. So, sign me up for Nolan Gorman. Super happy to see him off to this hot start. I think there's a really good bat in Nolan Gorman. I think the Cardinals can benefit from. Kind of where is he going to play type of situation there. So, a lot of people are kind of rumoring Nolan Gorman trades. We'll see. I hope he doesn't, but bring him to Arizona. Diamondbacks, go get Nolan Gorman. Come on. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for the Week 2 minor league recap. Again, awesome performers. And as always, if I forgot anyone on this list, let me know. Put it down in the comments below. Put their stat line from April 10th to April 16th down in the comments so both me and anyone watching this video can check it out. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Again, I'm sorry I'm sick. My body feels awesome, but my head feels like it's going to blow up, and I sound terrible for it. So, I'm sorry. That's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like this video, as always, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. All right, everyone, have a good rest of your week. And check out my website. See ya.